Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to go ahead and get into a topic of how to turn old leads into clients for your home care agency. Now, in today's video, you're going to pretty much be discovering how we go ahead and re-engage with old leads. These are leads that were potentially interested in your service previously, but never signed up, and how to go ahead and reach out to them, re-engage with them, and turn them into paying clients using what we call data reactivation campaigns. Okay. Now, in case you don't know me, my name is Elias Benedith, and I help establish home care agencies fill their caregiver schedules profitably and consistently. Now, something I do want you to understand of how and why these work is only 3% of the market is always in a buying state. Okay. And so at any given time, right, as you can see in this diagram, most people are actually just going to be window shopping, right? So that's why it's pretty common, especially amongst home care agencies, when people do call, they're looking for prices, they're looking for services, that sort of thing. But as you know, in this industry, okay, things can change, right? Life can change. And so that's one of the main reasons why you want to go ahead and reactivate these old leads, okay? Because at the end of the day, it is cheaper and easier to go ahead and talk and engage with leads that are already familiar with your company rather than going ahead and either running ads or buying leads from any lead vendors like A Place for Mom, Asian Care, etc. Okay. And then last thing is that timing is key, right? So a lead that wasn't ready before may need your services now due to things that have changed in their life. Maybe their mother has gotten worse. Maybe they're tired of, paying for a nursing home and they're looking for care at their own home, right? Things can change. And so you need to be able to go ahead and have something systemized that goes ahead and is able to go ahead and reactivate these old leads. Now, let's go ahead and kind of walk through step by step on how you want to go ahead and actually launch these data reactivation campaigns. So first things first, you definitely want to organize your list. Okay, you need to know who exactly you're reaching out to. You're not going to be reaching out to any clients, okay, and and maybe not even any past clients, maybe the family of them. Okay, so you definitely want to organize it by your old leads. And once you go ahead and do that, you want to go ahead and, whether you're using, Access Care or whatever software you use to go ahead and kind of manage your leads and your current clients, you want to go ahead and download that to a CSV file, right? And this could look like this, right? So here is some data that's not necessarily real. This is any real client data. It's just some I made up using AI. As you can see here, the most important things you need are going to be the name, email, and phone number. That's pretty much the main thing you need, okay? And ideally, you want to do this for your list of old leads, but you can also, if you're not able to go ahead and filter that out in your software, you can just, have pretty much export the whole list you have. And you're just going to want to go ahead and sort through it. Maybe take an hour, it could take max 30 minutes to an hour just to go ahead and sort it out, because this is going to work for you in the long term. Okay. So just make sure you have name, email, phone number. Okay. You're going to have maybe some other data like the lead ID, the last time you engaged them, where they came from, what's their status. Now, these are important things. Just for now, I would say all you need is name, email, phone number. And so if you have it, let's say on a sheet like this, you can just go ahead and click File, go down here, go to Download, and then export it as a comma separated value or a CSV. Once you have that, here, for example, I'm going to be using a testing account so you can kind of see how this looks if you're brand new. This is something that we do for our clients, and we pretty much manage it for them completely. But just to kind of walk you through how you would do this, this is our software, Client Care. So if you're ever interested, you can always click down below to go ahead and schedule a call. We go ahead and get you set up here as well. You want to go ahead and import your list of contacts, okay? Here, as you can see here, you want to upload that file, okay, of CSV. We'll go ahead and open it. Okay, this is just some what we call dummy data. Once you go ahead and upload it, let's say, for example, these things are here. It says, hey, name, we want to make sure it's name, email, that's good, phone number is good. And then where they came from, that'd be a great thing too. So if you want to, just click here, don't import any data that is in the unmatched columns. Okay, so we'll go ahead and click next. From there, if these are your leads already, okay, meaning if these are already old leads, you can already automatically tag them. Now, this is super important, so we can pretty much differentiate between our clients and our old leads, right? Old leads that we want to go ahead and reactivate. So you can go ahead and add a tag to them here for reactivate, okay? And right here, we can just put a reactivation campaign, or rather, we can just call it old leads that never converted, right? That's what we want to go ahead and title this here, okay? And then from there, you don't have to worry about this. This is seeing if you want to find any duplicates. In this case, since you're probably most likely starting from scratch, you won't need this, but you can add this here. That's fine. And then you want to go ahead and add that tag to be able to differentiate them. So once you go ahead and go ahead and click submit. Okay, that is fine. Click submit. From there, it's going to go ahead and be importing. As that's going ahead and importing, the next step you're going to want to do is once you have them tagged, okay, you have them as reactivate, the next step you're going to want to do is pretty much put them into what we call a workflow. I'm going to get into that in just a second. So just to quickly show you what that looks like, this is pretty much an automation that I have set up for my clients. This is specifically when it comes to text, right? And this can have different offers, so it can vary. So for example, the lead will go ahead and have that tag, which is reactivate, right? Again, allows us to go ahead and filter the leads. From there, we do want to go ahead and launch that first reactivation campaign. Or that first reactivation message, I'm sorry. And so that's going to look something like this, like, hey, contact name, it's, let's say, Delilah from Pro Home Care Services. I noticed you reached out to us a while back about home care services, and I wanted to see if there's anything we can assist you with now. I know things can change quickly, and we're here to help if the time is right. You can always let me know, and I'd be happy to chat. So we definitely want the messages to feel personalized. We want to feel like we actually took time out of our day to go ahead and actually send that message to that lead. And so this is why it's important, for example, to go ahead and have that, that actual first name there. Okay. Now from there, okay, we want to go ahead and wait for a couple things to happen here. We want to wait for them to reply, or an hour has passed by. If they reply within that hour and it was a positive reply, we'll go ahead and send over the next steps on what they should be doing next. If the message was not, okay, we'll go ahead and notify the team so that they can go ahead and kind of look further into it to see if maybe there was something that the automation didn't pick up and needs further diagnosis, right? Pretty much manual takeover. From there, if 60 minutes have passed, then we'll go ahead and text them over for a second attempt. Okay. If that reply, and the reason I'm not going into these messages because there's it's a lot to it, and I just want to kind of drive the point home. If they don't reply within that day, okay, then they'll go ahead. We'll update them as unresponsive and notify the team to call. We do want the team to call because some people either might not be getting our messages, okay, and so we want to make sure that we're still reaching out to them. And then lastly, if the message was a positive reply, right, we want to go ahead and send that reply back. Next steps, or notify the team if it wasn't, maybe something complicated happened. So this is an example of something simple that you can do. Let's say, for example, you have that lead sitting in your pipeline, and let's say after 3 months, you can have this automation automatically happen without you having to think about it. And it sends over this message and goes through this whole process. And guess what? You're always having, when you are bringing in new leads, whether you're doing advertising, in-person marketing, you're using lead vendors, you're going to start filling up your database with more leads. Most of those people are not going to convert, right? Because they're not in a ready to buy state. You're going to contact them at some point let's say every 3 months to every 4 months. You're going to contact them at some point to see, hey, are you now ready? Are you in a state where you have so much pain, or your loved one, your relative, whoever it is, has so much pain that you're like, hey, look, I actually do need home care. I'd love for a free consultation. I'd love for this and that, right? And again, this doesn't just have to be like, hey, we're reaching out to see if things have changed. You can even do special offers, and you can tell them, hey, we have a limited time offer for a couple of let's say 4 bonus hours, 5 bonus hours. If you go ahead and sign up within this week, we're doing this for a Christmas special or New Year special, right? Especially that during the holiday season is when home care is definitely going to be in its highest demand, right? Now, just to go ahead and kind of go back and drive the point home, right? You want to go ahead and organize your leads by engagements, upload that list to, you can use any software you like that can kind of do something similar, but for our clients, we go ahead and use Client Care. You want to go ahead and set up those automated workflows that I went ahead and show you. This is one just for text, right? And specifically just to reach out. We also do different ones for our clients, like different offers. We also do it on email, right? And we also want to make sure that we're getting not just the leads, but also the actual family of the leads themselves, right? And then again, offering that limited time deal. Okay. Now, again, super, super important. Just 2 things you need to take into consideration in order for these to be effective. You want to make sure you're timing your messages carefully. Last thing you want is the lead to feel overwhelmed, right? Or annoyed. and they pretty much, unsubscribe from, from your text messages. And then last thing is you want to personalize your messages. You want to make sure it sounds like you took out of the time of your day to go ahead and actually write this message. Okay. That's why we want to go ahead and use their name in all the responses. Tell them, hey, that it's a specific person that's contacting them, not the company, but a specific person. Hey, it's Delilah from Pro Home Care Services. And finally, just to go ahead and conclude everything that was spoke about in this video, to go ahead and reactivate these old leads. This is a process that makes it easy to set up and run reactivation campaigns, making sure you're turning those old leads in your pipeline into paying clients in a systemized and automated way. And so if you'd like help implementing this in your agency, you can go ahead and click on the link down below to speak to me or my team and how we would exactly do this. If you found this useful as well, please don't forget to go ahead and like, share, as well as subscribe and catch on to any new videos that are posted. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.